Have you ever thought that the richest people in the world have something that even the poorest person possesses, but they can't use it effectively? Do you know that every day, wealth worth billions passes in front of you, but you fail to recognize it? Have you ever considered that the difference between success and failure could be just one decision? Today, I'm going to tell you a story that will open your eyes. It's about a laborer who changed his life without investing millions, without any special talent, and without a degree from a prestigious institution. But before that, I want to ask you a riddle. 3 people are standing at the same place. One sees only dirt, another sees stones, and the third, palace. Who among them will become the richest, and why? Think about it, and let's continue. Ramu woke up at 5 a.m., as he did every day. His hands were rough from hard work, his back was bent, and his eyes showed fatigue. For the past 15 years, he had been working as a laborer at a construction site. He lived in a small hut on the outskirts of the city with his wife Sita and their 12-year-old son Shotu. Same work, same place, same pay, he muttered to himself as he did every day. On the other side of the city, a large business tower was under construction. Ramu carried bricks, mixed cement, and worked tirelessly every day. His contractor, Jagdish, often spoke of better lives, but Ramu knew these were empty promises. However, there was something different. Every evening after work, while other laborers went home, Ramu stayed back for a while. He would look at his reflection in the building's glass and ponder. No one knew what he was thinking. It was his secret. One day, a wealthy businessman, Vijay Malik, visited the construction site. He was the owner of the new tower. All the laborers were busy working. Vijay noticed that one laborer, Ramu, was working differently from the others. He asked the contractor, "Who is he?" "Ramu, our most hard-working laborer," Jagdish replied. Vijay called Ramu and asked, "Why do you work with such focus?" Ramu didn't say anything, just smiled. That evening, as everyone left, Ramu stayed back again. Vijay was about to get into his car when he saw Ramu writing something at the construction site. Curious, he approached him quietly. Ramu was drawing figures in the dirt with a stick. These weren't ordinary drawings. They were suggestions to improve the building's design. Vijay was astonished. "How do you know all this?" Vijay asked. Ramu turned and said, "I observe, learn, and think every day. For 15 years, I've been watching every brick." Vijay invited Ramu to his office. "I don't understand," Vijay said. "You've never had formal education, yet you grasp such details?" Ramu replied, "Sir, when you do the same work every day, 2 things can happen. Either you get bored or you master it. I chose the second path." Gautam Buddha said, "We become what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit," Ramu said calmly. Vijay was stunned. Such profound words from a simple laborer. The next day, Vijay offered Ramu a proposal to work as a consultant on his next project, but Ramu declined. "I can't work for you," Ramu said. "Why?" Vijay asked, surprised. "Because I have my own dream," Ramu replied. Hearing this, all the laborers laughed. "Ramu's dream? Oh, wow." But Vijay asked further, "What kind of dream?" Ramu took out a folded paper from his pocket. It had a unique design of a house, one that could be built at a low cost but was strong and beautiful. "For the past 10 years, I've been saving 10 rupees every day," Ramu explained. "Every evening, I've stayed back at this site to design my dream house, one that can be affordable for the poor." 6 months later, a new project began on the outskirts of the city. Ramu Housing Project. Vijay had invested in Ramu's idea. Ramu's design caused a stir in the construction world. Low cost, quick construction, and durable homes. It was a revolution. Suddenly, the same Ramu who was a laborer became an innovator. His fellow laborers now worked on his new project, but under better conditions and with more respect. But the biggest secret was yet to be revealed. A year later, the Ramu housing project spread across the country. Ramu was now a successful businessman. In a television interview, when asked how he achieved all this, he said, "Every day, I looked at my reflection in the building's glass. But I never saw myself as a laborer. I always saw myself as a builder. I always thought, if this were my building, how would I construct it?" Swami Vivekananda said, "Arise, awake, and stop not until the goal is achieved." I just followed that. And then Ramu said something that surprised everyone. "I never had money, but I always had wealth. My thinking, my perspective, and my patience." Mahatma Gandhi said, "Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny." Now, let's return to the riddle I asked at the beginning. 3 people are standing at the same place. One sees only dirt, another sees stones, and the third sees a palace. Who among them will become the richest, and why? The answer is the third person, who sees a palace beyond the dirt and stones. Because the greatest wealth is our vision. We see what we want to see, and we become what we believe ourselves to be. Ramu never considered himself just a laborer. He saw himself as a builder. He didn't just see bricks and cement around him, but saw opportunities. From this story, we learn 3 important lessons. Perspective is everything. The way you view things determines your future. A person who sees opportunities in every situation never gives up. Continuous learning and patience. Ramu learned for 15 years, took notes, and remained patient. Success doesn't come overnight. It builds gradually. Believe in your dreams. The world may mock your dreams, but if you believe in them, one day the world will salute you. Are you also seeing only dirt and stones in your life? Or are you envisioning a palace? Remember, there's an ocean of opportunities around us. We just need to open our eyes to see them. These are not challenges but opportunities. These are not problems but possibilities. As business guru Ratan Tata said, "You are as great as you think you are." From today, look at every aspect of your life with a new perspective, because the difference between poverty and wealth is just a matter of perspective. Thank you, and keep building the palace of your life. If you found this story inspiring, fuel the pulse of victory by liking this video and subscribing for more tales of resilience and success. Thank you.